TBISE, TNS Media, it's Tawfiq page. I want to speak about a few things. I want to speak about sports. I want to speak about business. I want to speak about where you come from, and a lot of these things and how all these things mesh in my opinion. A lot of times on the show, I might ramble a little bit, as I said. For me, this is just a hobby, so I'm just speaking my truth or my thoughts, what I think to be the truth. In life, you're gonna run into a lot of different obstacles in life, especially being someone who's out there in the world, means people know who you are, like an athlete, so to say. A lot of athletes, where they come from, majority of them, the African American athletes, come from impoverished neighborhoods, come from broken families, drugs, all that stuff is incorporated into their life a lot of times with these young athletes or these African American athletes, but if you look at it, the pressure that you endure, whether it's an athlete, a businessman, entrepreneur, so forth and so on, whatever it is, the pressure a lot of times that you get coming from these urban neighborhoods or these impoverished neighborhoods, sometimes the pressure is enough to create a diamond, if you understand what I'm saying. So what I'm saying to people, and what I'm saying to these athletes that's out here in the world, a lot of times people work so hard to get to a certain point in life, whether it's an athlete, once again, as a businessman, as an entrepreneur. They work so hard to get to a certain point in life, and then when they get to a certain point or obtain a certain status, a certain amount of money, or so forth and so on, they lose their drive, they lose their edge, they lose what got them there. You know what I'm saying? So I want to speak a little bit to the athletes and to the businessmen and people in the world in general, is to never lose your edge. Always remember where you came from. Always remember the process that it took to get where you at. Because if you forget that, then you're ultimately going to lose. It's still more things to accomplish. There's still things out here for you to obtain in life. It's still you want to leave a mark. That's how I see these players in the NBA. They out here, you getting paid all this money. You getting paid all this money. You're making all this money to play sports or whatever you're doing in life. And you sitting up here and you not giving your best effort. You so-called a superstar or all-star, and then in crucial moments, whenever there's a little bit of pressure applied to you, you fold up like a lawn chair. You know what I'm saying? You go from averaging 30 points a game, now you averaging 6 in the playoffs. You're supposed to heighten that. You're supposed to make that. You're supposed to go harder. You know what I'm saying? You as an athlete, you are forgetting where you come from. You already endured all the pressure, so there's no reason for you to come into a game or opportunity where you're playing something that you love to do, and then you're dropping the ball. You know what I'm saying? You're not applying yourself. You letting another person stand in front of you who's stopping your family from eating, stopping you from obtaining your goals. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be playing harder. You should be going harder. These opportunities is not always there. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. You got to go out and try to make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's decreed for whatever you're going to get, you still want to go out and put your best foot forward and apply yourself. I don't like to see these athletes out here, these people in these business people, even people who got a job. You've been sitting on your couch waiting for an opportunity to get a job. And then when you get a job, the first week you get a job, you want to call out. How does that work? You want to call out, you want to be there, you can't do this, you can't do that. But you've been sitting home waiting for an opportunity to have a job or have something where you can provide for your family, and then when you get it, you're taking it for granted. The pressure is already on you. A lot of times in African American communities, anyone can agree. If you look, every corner you see a alcohol. People selling alcohol, people selling cigarettes. You see the people in front of the deli, people on the corners selling, hustling, whatever they're doing. Whatever they're doing. You see that on every corner. So you already got to come outside and face that. You don't see that in these counties, in these rich counties, and nobody's standing on the corner. Nobody's, you don't see these these people selling beer, alcohol, liquor on these corners. You don't see that. So people that's coming from that, you gotta try to use that as an energy to get to where you're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? We can't sit here and forget when we get to a certain level, you know? And then a lot of times, you know, you may have friends or people that's from where you're from. And everybody can't go with you. Let's keep it real. All your friends can't go with you. Family members, friends, everybody can't go with you because sometimes people have bad habits, and their bad habits can affect you and ultimately deter you from reaching your full potential. So you can't take everybody with you, but it's always good to take those with you who are on the same page that you want. You know what I'm saying? You can love someone to death, but you can't always take them with you because they may have bad habits. They may have you know, certain things about them that you cannot you know, have around you in your space. You know, that doesn't mean you don't love them, but it just means that they can't be a part of you or upon that journey that you're on as you continue to strive to be successful. You know what I'm saying? You know understand what I'm saying? You know, so this message is, you know, I know this is TBISE Sports Network. We talk about sports mainly, but I just wanted to express my opinion on that because I see a lot of players, a lot of athletes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get an opportunity, you know, and just like, you're in the playoffs, dog. You're in the playoffs. You're trying to get a chip. You sitting up there, you trying to get a championship, and you sitting up here, you know, dropping the ball, scoring 2 points. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm speaking to you players. You know who you are. Look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Look in the mirror, apply yourself, man. In life in general, you gotta go hard, man. We're not sitting back just tolerating people just taking the easy way out just because you a superstar or all-star, so they say you're all-star. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Everybody gotta step their game up. Like, there's no way people are playing the way that they're playing. There's no way you having 2 off games, and you know, come on, everybody has to have a bad day sometime. You know what I'm saying? But when them lights come on, it's time to perform. You're getting paid to do this. You're getting paid millions of dollars to do this. You know what I'm saying? A person who has a 9 to 5, you ain't had no job, man. You're getting $30 an hour, whatever you're getting, $50 an hour. Not knocking nobody because, you know, however you got to provide for your family is how you got to provide for your family. But you're getting paid to come to work. You're getting paid to do a job. Do your job. Don't get the opportunity and then just throw it away. You know what I'm saying? This is TBISC, man.